Welcome to the Review Network. In this video, we are taking a deep dive into the literature review writing service provided by UK Essays. This is a service aimed at students who need a fully structured, professionally written literature review created by an academic expert. Today, we are going to walk through what the service offers, how it works, the type of quality you can expect, the benefits, the potential limitations, how you can get the most value from it, and, importantly, the update that from November 2025, the service now has brand new, cheaper prices, making it even more competitive than before against other academic writing providers. Let's start with the basics. A literature review is one of the most challenging sections of any academic project. It requires you to gather research, evaluate it critically, identify the main themes, show the gaps in the research, highlight the debates in the field, and connect it all to your own research question. It's not a summary. It's a structured argument based on the entire body of existing knowledge. Many students struggle because they underestimate how much reading, organization, and critical thinking are required. That is exactly the gap UK Essays attempts to fill. The company says that all literature reviews are written by qualified academics from the United Kingdom who specialize in the subject area requested. That means if you are studying psychology, you are matched with a psychology specialist. If you are studying nursing, business, law, engineering, sociology, or anything else, the writer is supposed to have direct academic experience in that field. The final piece is written to your specific grade target, whether that is a pass level, a 2-2, a 2-1, or a first-class level. The process is straightforward. First, you place your order. You provide details such as the word count, your required academic level, the grade you are aiming for, the deadline, and the instructions provided by your university. The more specific you are at this stage, the better. Then you upload all guidance documents, assessment criteria, samples of your own writing if needed, and anything else that will help. After that, the company assigns a qualified writer. During the writing process, your order goes through quality checks. These include ensuring the structure is correct, ensuring the referencing style is accurate, ensuring your instructions are followed, and ensuring the final work has been scanned for originality. After delivery, you get a free amendment period, so you can request changes if you think something needs adjusting. The service includes several features students often find valuable. One of the main benefits is exposure to the structure of a professionally written literature review. Many students say they use the model provided as a guide to help them understand what an excellent review looks like. They look at how the writer groups themes, how debates are explained, how sources are connected together, and how gaps in the literature are identified. For students who struggle with organization, this becomes especially helpful. Another advantage is the writer's ability to filter through huge volumes of research. A strong literature review is not about listing every piece of research ever written. It is about knowing what to leave out. Academic writers are trained to narrow down to the core reading that actually matters for your topic. That means the final review typically contains tightly focused, relevant, peer-reviewed sources, instead of random filler material. Another thing the company emphasizes is that all work is written completely from scratch. This means no pre-written templates, no recycled content, and no generic paragraphs. Everything is built around your specific question. They also highlight confidentiality, meaning your personal details are private, as well as delivery guarantees, meaning the work is sent on time. Now let's talk about the important pricing update. As of November 2025, UK Essays has introduced completely updated, cheaper prices across the entire literature review writing service. Historically, the service was considered premium-priced compared to cheaper overseas companies, but the new pricing model makes it significantly more competitive. For many word counts, the price is now noticeably lower than before, making the service accessible to a wider range of students, while still using the same level of academic specialists. If you are familiar with the old pricing, the new structure may come as a surprise because it is now more aligned with the mid-range of the market, rather than the premium top end. This makes it an attractive option if you want quality, but also want to control your budget. To get the most out of the service, there are a few practical tips. First, give very detailed instructions. The writer is only as accurate as the brief you provide. If your university wants specific themes covered or has a strict structural requirement, include that. If you already know the theories or frameworks you want included, mention them. Second, ask for longer deadlines when possible. Even though they offer short turnaround times, literature reviews always benefit from giving the writer more space to research thoroughly. Third, use the delivered review as a learning tool. Look closely at how the writer builds arguments, how they link paragraphs, and how they frame the research gap. You can apply that structure to your wider dissertation. Now, let's discuss limitations. A writing service is not a magic solution. You still need to understand the work you submit. Even though the review is written for you, you are still responsible for making sure it aligns with your course expectations. If your university has strict rules about the use of model answers, you must follow those. Additionally, the quality of the output depends heavily on your initial instructions. If your brief is vague, the result will feel less specific. Another point to understand is that although the writers are experts, they can only work with the guidance you give. If your research topic is extremely niche, they will still need direction from you to stay aligned with your exact angle. On the positive side, the amendment period allows you to refine anything that needs tightening. Overall, the Literature Review Writing Service from UK Essays is designed for students who want a high-quality, structured, academically accurate literature review written for their specific subject. It is especially helpful if you struggle with reading large amounts of complex research, or if you want a professionally structured example you can learn from. With the newly reduced pricing introduced in November 2025, the service becomes even more appealing because it combines expertise with improved affordability. If you need support for an undergraduate assignment, a postgraduate dissertation chapter, or a standalone literature review project, this service is one of the more reliable options available. If you want your academic workload reduced, need expert guidance, or want to learn how to structure a high-level literature review by studying a professionally written model, this service can save time, reduce stress, and help you produce a stronger final submission. Make sure your brief is clear, use the amendment window, study the structure carefully, and ensure everything matches your institution's academic requirements.